What is going on, guys? Reflex here and welcome to another voice impression tutorial. Now today's episode we are doing Thanos, and that is all because of one subscriber that brought up the idea. He actually put 2 comments and he said, man, I'm begging you, please do a tutorial. And then he also said, do a Thanos voice tutorial, please, man. So I could tell the want was there, and then I also posted on Twitter asking if people wanted to see it, and a few people actually said yeah, and a couple people DM'd me as well. So it was just cool to see an outcry for this because I was wondering if I did good on it or not, and to see that it actually did well made me happy. Now, as you guys know, as we always do, I don't want to waste anyone's time, so right now you're gonna hear a voice impression of me doing it. So if you don't think it's good enough to, for me to teach, then you can go ahead and click off the video, but here it is.
Dread it, run from it, destiny still arrives.
Now, hopefully you guys did enjoy that voice impression. So for the people that stayed, this is going to be a harder one to teach, so hopefully I can teach it good enough. But let's start off with the pitch. Now, the pitch is going to be the hardest part to teach because it's the hardest part of the voice. It's what makes it harder than Solid Snake and Black Panther. And if you don't have a deep voice, don't get discouraged because you can actually practice. Like, for me personally, I couldn't, if I were to think about doing Thanos like a year ago, I wouldn't even know where to start because my voice wouldn't be able to get that deep. But you can practice and get it low. But like I said, for the pitch, it's really low, so let's actually work into it now. But for line Destiny will arrive, it's normally down really low, so let's just think
Destiny will arrive. Destiny will arrive.
But as you can hear, it's really low down there. And the thing is, if you can get to this step and actually just talk low and just say Destiny will arrive in that pitch, then you're pretty much golden, because all you have to do next, and we're getting right into it, is the tone. So for the tone, it's honestly really simple because Josh Brolin, what he does, and he even does the same thing for Cable, but what he does is kind of talk with the airier sound as Thanos. So for this airy sound, really all you have to do is just kind of just go in the deep voice that you got and just be like,
Destiny will arrive. But then you're gonna add this really airy tone into it like this, and then you're gonna go back deep and say Destiny will arrive. Destiny will arrive.
And honestly, once you practice that and just go in the Destiny will arrive, you can't even talk in it deep, because the thing is, when you're going into trying to do Thanos' voice without actually taking it step by step, many people think it's higher than it actually is, when it's actually not, because for some reason when people talk in an airier tone, it always gives the notion that the pitch is a little bit higher, and it kind of sounds like there's almost 2 pitches there. But once you get that tone down and you get that Destiny will arrive, and then you go a little bit lower, you can honestly blend it together, which is the next step. So for blending, all you have to do is just take both steps and put them together, which is obvious. But so you're gonna go
Destiny will arrive for the tone, and then Destiny will arrive,
and then you're gonna blend them together the best you can. So
Destiny will arrive.
And you're going to keep repeating that as best you can. And try not to push it, just let it flow, because I hear a lot of people when they're trying to do really deep voices, they try to push the deepness. And the thing is, when you push the deepness, your voice will be what comes out more than the voice you're trying to do. So just kind of let it flow. If you got a deep voice, then just let it growl on its own. Don't try to push your growl. Don't try to push anything. The only thing you need to work on is just trying to get that airy tone. That's the only thing that you kind of need to force. Not a lot, but just force it a little bit. But with a deep voice, don't try to force it. Just kind of let it flow. But once you get that going and actually just work on the airy tone and then get your voice to where it can hit the deeper range of the Thanos voice, then that's really it. It's easy to teach. The only hard part is honestly the pitch, which is very low. That's it. So if you already have a naturally deep voice, then you really don't have to do much except practice the airy tone. But for people like me that kind of just doesn't really have the deepest voice, you have to practice and get your way down to hit that deep range. And to practice, you'll have to just work at it every single day and drink lots of water. But once you get down there, then all you have to do is just work on that, add in the airy tone, and you got it. But hopefully I taught this good enough to where you can follow along, because it's honestly it's not hard to teach, but rather it almost feels like I'm teaching it wrong, because the only thing I really needed to say was talking about the pitch, and that's the hardest part. But after watching this video, go ahead and leave down in the comments below if you guys want to try it. Leave down a response video, link to your YouTube video of you attempting the Thanos voice impression, and I will give it a look. Because of course I'm not Josh Brolin, so I'm not perfect at the voice either, but I'm working on trying to perfect it the best I can. But I want to just see everyone else's try, see what they can do. So I'm looking forward to you, JS Animations, to see what you got, because you said you already did a voice impression of Thanos, so I kind of want to hear it. So make sure you leave the link and I will check it out for sure. But hope you guys did enjoy this voice impression tutorial. Hopefully it was good enough to actually be able to follow along. But if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it, run from it, destiny still arrives. Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe, but this does put a smile on my face.